Hello everyone, this is my final project for MIT812. My final project is for my 6th grade math class. This is a project that I've talked a lot about. I'm very big on connecting what we do in math class to how we're going to use it outside of the classroom, and this is going to be a chance for the students to actually explore that idea. This end of the year assignment is for students to take content that was taught during the school year and show how it can be used outside of the classroom. In math, it is extremely important for students to not only to be able to do the standard algorithm, but to also be able to take the teachings and apply the concepts in a situation outside of a school setting. I will show my students my example while also providing a list of all the content that we went and covered throughout the year. After I introduce this project, we will brainstorm ideas about where we see the different standards outside of the classroom, and then they will present their findings to the class while creating a Google slide or some other presentation application. So whenever we start to go over this project, I will show the POW tune that I created for this course, and then we will talk about the standards, and I will take the standards and I will not show them in the terminology that we get from the state, but I will show them in a more student-friendly, and then we will brainstorm how we can find these standards outside of the classroom. So we will make a class list just to get the students thinking about where we will see math outside of the classroom. And so this is the POW tune that I made, and I would show to my classes. Alright, so after I show that POW tune, I will show them my example, which I also did for an assignment in our class. It was over where I see math in a baseball
field. We
covered
math and how I could show it on the baseball field. And what I was able to find was I was able to measure from home plate to first base, and I was able to figure out what the distance was. And when I did that, I was able to figure out that the distance from home plate to first base was 90 feet. And then I was able to also find a couple of angles on the baseball field. One of the angles from the route of second base to third base to home plate, there was a 90-degree angle that connected from third base to home plate and from third base to second base. So there was a couple examples of what I did for our project, and this is something that, remember, I want.
So whenever I show that video, we'll kind of continue to go through the project. Whenever they get released to do this, it's going to be it's very open-ended. There's going to be a lot of creativity involved. They're going to have to either go out and video themselves showing how they use that math, or take a picture, and then they're going to have to bring it to a Google slide or a presentation, and they will have to talk about what they saw, where they saw it, and also include the standard that they are using. The audience for this project is my 6th grade math classes here, and this is just the core math class that's required for all 6th graders to take, unless they're placed into a Tier 3 math class or an advanced math class. The objectives for this project is for students to be able to apply 6th grade math standards outside of the classroom. Students will also use multimedia to present their findings to the class. And lastly, students will understand the importance of math concepts and how they are found everywhere. So the big idea is for students to understand that we don't just do this stuff in class just because we have to follow the certain plan. There is a reason why we have to learn this stuff. It's going to apply outside the classroom. Now I want you to go and show me how it was going to. How I met the objectives, I'm going to grade this project off of a rubric. The 3 major grades will be given on correctly applying the standard, the use of technology to present their projects. So did they use Google Slides or create a Powtoon? If they're interested in that, then I'll show them that. And also another thing that I'm including is the use of mathematical vocabulary to support their findings. So whenever they're presenting their idea, they're using correct vocabulary and they're applying the definitions in the correct way. The big thing that I'm looking for is if they correctly applied the standard, though. That if they choose a standard and then in their presentation they are not doing that standard, then that is not what we're looking for. We're looking for them to correctly apply and take what we learned in class and apply it to where it is outside of class. My reflection for this project and for this class was that this project allows students to creatively apply math to life outside of school. Another thing is that it's going to show them, or hopefully going to show them, how important the concepts of 6th grade math are. A lot of the stuff that we learn in 6th grade math are the stepping stones, the pre-algebra stage. So a lot of this stuff that we learn in here is going to continue to follow them, and I think this project will help them see that. Another good thing that I found was that it gives students the opportunity to use more technology in different multimedia applications, and it also integrates public speaking, which they don't necessarily have a certain class for that skill. So being able to integrate another skill along with math is always a plus. And then lastly, I've been having ideas of I wasn't really sure how I was going to pull this project off, but doing it for this class will help me lay a lot of the groundwork, because I do want to implement this this year after state assessments, when students are kind of worn out. They know there's about a month left in school, and so hopefully this project will take their mind off things and allow them to relax a little bit and enjoy math and bring out their creative side. The ISTE standard that I chose was the Educator 5.A, the designer. Use technology to create and adapt and personalize learning experiences that foster independent learning and accommodate learner differences and needs. I've learned a lot in this course. I appreciate all the feedback that everyone's given, and I look forward to hopefully continuing to learn with you guys down the line in further classes. And I just wanted to say thank you.